guns in the country. Now, away from that, and we talk to our reporter Elvis Kosgei, matters where farmers are scrambling for the little stock of fertilizers currently in stores at the National Cereals and Produce Board. Our reporter Elvis Kosgei brings us the latest on this story. Elvis Kosgei, over to you.
Thank you very much. Coming to you from Uasin Gishu County, where I'll be engaging the CC in charge of agriculture, Samuel Yego, to talk matters fertilizer. I understand that the farmers in the region are really anticipating for the fertilizer. Remember, it's a planting season. But now, according to some members here, they're still expecting the fertilizers, maybe from the National Cereals and Produce Board. The county government of Uasin Gishu County has been charged with the registration of farmers. Maybe as a CC in charge of agriculture, I understand that in collaboration with the national government, you've been charged with the responsibility of registration of farmers. I know you've been using administrators like area chiefs, ward representatives. Maybe talk to us about the state of fertilizer as speaker at the moment.
Thank you, Elvis. As you've heard, my name is Samuel Yego, CC for Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Uasin Gishu County. The role of fertilizer for this year round, national government is doing a pilot project where e-voucher is going to be used to access fertilizer, where the farmer is going to pay 60% to the stockist and 40% will be reimbursed by the national government through the same e-voucher. But that one is being piloted on 2 wards within our county. That tells you it will not be enough fertilizer to serve all the farmers that require fertilizer for this season. However, there's a carryover from last year's stock in only 2 stations within our county. That's around 32,000 bags of planting fertilizer in Eldoret silos and 25,000 in Moisbridge silos to be shared between Uasin Gishu and Trans Nzoia County. Apparently that tells you that's very low stocks of fertilizer. For our county, we require close to 550,000 bags of fertilizer for a planting season. So that pilot of 2 wards and also that close to 57,000 bags of fertilizer will not be enough for our farmers. We were appealing now that that's almost a clear indication that we don't have enough subsidized fertilizer. And I think we should have weaned the farmer early in time that really they should not depend on this kind of fertilizer for their planting period. So it's a bit of a challenge. They'll be forced to go to the open markets and get the other extra stocks of fertilizer. We are working, we've been talking to some major farms to supply our cooperatives at least a slightly lower price so that they can afford to take the same and be able to plant in time. I know there's been continuous rains throughout the last year. And right now we are seeing rains on and off for now. So I hope the rains will come in during the planting period in time. That's normally from mid-March going onwards. Also, we are seeing the challenge of Locust. It's now in some parts of our neighboring county. We're also preparing to counter it. We have some spraying machines. We're in constant talk with the crop protection department in Kilimo to make sure at least they give us the right chemicals in time. Otherwise, we are set for anything that will happen.
Now, the little that we have in our stores, do you think it's enough, or we are foreseeing where farmers will be scrambling for the subsidized fertilizer?
Of course, each farmer would want to get that subsidized fertilizer, which, like I told you, is only 57,000 that's available. Yes. It will not be enough. That's why I'm saying we are in discussion with the farms that supply fertilizer, so that at least they can supply our cooperatives in time and also at reasonable pricing. Yeah. Other
than the cooperatives, do you have any measures that you've taken that will also ensure that there's that smooth planting?
You'll understand that much as agriculture is devolved, it's not fully devolved. Some functions, like now grain purchase, which is yet to be done for the last season, is still a national function. Also, the supply of subsidized fertilizer is still a national function. It's not been devolved to the counties. But if we are given the mandate, I feel we can do it. We can meet the demand. Yes, if we're given that allocation to do the same.
You've mentioned the issue to do with Locust. I understand that as you speak now, it has already affected Elgeyo Marakwet County and also Baringo. As Uasin Gishu County, are we prepared?
Yes, like I told you, we have a few spraying equipments, and we might be adding some more to make sure at least whenever there's an attack, we all come together in support of national government to make sure at least this locust is eradicated. I know there's been that desert locust control unit that's been based in Addis Ababa. And the control sites, like now parts of Somalia, Ogaden in Ethiopia, there have been wars in some of those regions, including Yemen. So the control by the desert local control unit is rather been on a minimal because of the safety measures. The best way to control a locust invasion actually is being from their breeding sites. But now they have left the breeding sites. It's not easy now to control the moving swarms. The swarms now, which matures, can be flown by the prevailing winds to the next destination at will. Yeah. So all we have to do is just to be prepared to tackle it in case it lands on our end. Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was the CC in charge of agriculture, Samuel Yego, just putting in perspective the issue to do with the subsidized fertilizer and also the issue of